irgendwas? Nein. Dann geben wir in Kleist Mall. KN. Candle Imports Food. Cinnamon Packy, ja gut, ne. Da ist nichts Interessantes für mich. Hast du hier was? Oh, Bookstore. Bookstore ist immer gut. If you say goodbye, Part 2. Proverb Eternity. Change. Paar neue Mira holen. RF Store. Cyphergraph. Ja, ansonsten das hier sind alles keine stärkeren Waffen, als wir schon haben. Ich brauche die Waffe von Magias, der macht halt auch wirklich kaum Schaden, ne? Perfekt, damit haben wir zumindest die 4, die ich immer, wie ich vorhabe, vor uns zu haben, ihre aktuell stärksten Waffen, die sie haben können. Gehen wir erstmal nochmal in die Nordstraße. Schauen wir mal, was hier passiert. Isn't your family's home just past here, Muse? Yes. The resident of Count and Lady Egret, to be precise. However... Wait a sec. Is that the Imperial Defense Force, even out here? Looks like the home of a Wiseland Army's supreme leader hasn't escaped the surveillance. I hope your family's doing alright. Oh, you don't need to worry about that. Right before Great Twilight began, I sent them away to a villa nestled into a fairly remote area. Damn, he really did see everything coming. My grandparents have been keeping an eye on me all this time, and I'm sure I've set their hearts full of worry. So no matter how difficult the going gets, I have to make all of that worrying pay off. Should sound pretty serious. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Anyway, let's stay the hell away for now. So, Empire Meat. Kebab. Why, if it isn't Miss Musey Egret, you're back earlier than I thought you would be. My plans have changed somewhat. I apologize for radio silent, Bartolo. Oh, about that, I've delivered safe and sound. You've got a few soldiers sniffing around, but I've already laid some fake info for them to find. It shouldn't pose any problem. Hehe. You really are the master, Bartolo. I never doubted you'd take care of it, but knowing the matter's settled is the weight off my shoulders. If anything else comes up, you just leave it up to old Bartolo, okay? What the heck are we talking about? If I'm reading this correctly, Bartolo helped Count Egret evade the hand of the government, is that right? Receptive as always, instructor. Damn, just how many steps ahead could this girl get? Special, nee. Hast du hier bei den Blumen irgendwas Nettes für mich? Nein. Dann haben wir... Vorne ist ein Private Home. Da war ich noch nicht drin. Ist hier irgendwas Spannendes? Nee. Da ist nur ein Matrose drin. Mit seinem Sohn, I guess. So, bevor wir dann hier weitergehen, dann soll weitergehen, gehen wir in Seabreeze, Tavern and Inn. Seabreeze Bouillabaisse. Noch nie gehört. Klingt nach einem teuren französischen Gericht. Oh Wunder. Alles klar. Damit waren wir überall außer dort, wo wir Story-Abschnitt kriegen. Okay, dann gehen wir erstmal hier hin. You seem the source group has certainly been a while, hasn't it? Around 2 months by my count. You seem like you're doing well, loser. Well, actually about that, what is it? Not a big deal or anything, but, well, it's my grandfather. He knows what it's like on a battlefield from being out on campaigns many years back. Lately, he's been telling me a lot about it. He goes into all the gory details as if he's just discussing the weather. Seeing people get their arms blown off, hiding from the enemy in a pile of corpses. All of his stories are pretty gruesome. And he knows I get squeezy with that kind of thing. I think he's doing it on purpose just to mess with me. Oh dear, that does sound harsh. What can you do? Old men love their old war stories. You got my condolences. Teal Anklet. Das nehmen wir auch gerne. Glass Coin. No. Customize Last Impact. So. Strauß, hallo. Lady Good, you all. It's been some time, Strauß. Oh, you're the glass artisan, an acquaintance of Muses, right? Thank you for your help during our field exercises. It seems that you're not here without reason. Start by telling me about your situation. When I've got that information, I'll decide whether I should assist you or not. I'm glad you've got a good head on your shoulders. I've been doing exactly that ever since I was a child. Of course we'll tell you about the situation like this. Class 7 told Strauß about the circumstances that led them to sneak into orders. So you're here to rescue people confined in the mansion, I see. Putting the talk of someone related to the branch campus aside, I do have some knowledge about this VIP. You do? Who is it? The other day we were called out to be mentioned on an urgent request from some government official from Heimdall. We were working on glass in one of the rooms and I happened to catch sight of the guest while she was being shown around. It was only for a second, but there was no mistaking her. It had to be Empress Priscilla. Priscilla, nicht Priscilla. The Empress? What would the Empress be doing here? I see, they wanted to offer a proper greeting for the Empress, so they commissioned professional glass cleaning services. Father's always been detail-oriented that way. Continuing on from CrossFit, huh? But I guess this is just part of me settling things. Not something I can pretend it isn't happening. Ash. Right, let's take this as a guiding sign from Adius. Not knowing the full details of the situation until now, I've been keeping this to myself. But now it looked like the twists and turns of destiny have brought all of you here to orders. Now that you're here, go ahead and do what you have to do. I can help out with your ointment. Thank you, that would be incredibly helpful. We'll hit you up if we need a hand. Dann haben wir Nord Street fertig. Und nächstes runter an den Hafen. Leck mich, Niklas. Du stinkst, ja, nee, du stinkst. Oh, hey, perfect timing. A buddy of mine loaned me this book right before he got drafted. I'm in no mood to read right now, though, so why don't you take it? Oh, no. Are you sure we can have this? Sure. We'd want it to go to someone who's actually going to read it. Well, alright, if you insist. Thank you. Wie wir kurz warm schon, dann gehen wir jetzt in die Taverne. When you want to dig up dirt, there's no better place to go than the local watering hole. Glad to see someone knows what's up. Wait, how and why are you agreeing with him about that? We're going to have a long talk about underage drinking later, Ash. Sure, it's lively. Somebody here's got to know something useful. Instructor, look. There. Class 7, and is that?
Pretty crazy place for a reunion, huh?
Leonora. Class 8, Combat Tactics.
Looking sharp, Instructor Reen. Class 7? Glad you're all okay. What brings you to Ordis anyway? If you guys are planning on starting something, I want in.
Leo, you okay? I heard you were in town, but damn, didn't expect to run into you at a place like this. Were you here the whole time? Yeah, I've had eyes on me ever since I arrived, so I haven't been able to do a lot. I really wanted in on that fight over in Ulster too. I do recall hearing something about you wanting to go, but being unable to. Yes, it's the sort that counts. The members of Old Class 7 showed up to help out in your place. Yeah, it all worked out fine. I'm just glad to see you turn up safely. Artina's going to be so relieved when we tell her. Haha, I guess so. Glad to hear she's doing okay. Dr. Reen, I'm so glad you're okay. Did you come here to ask about those rumors? That's right. It's why you met up with Leonora, isn't it? Have you found out anything about the people being held here in orders? Sure have. At this point, it's only rumors, though. But if they're right, Instructor Tora is one of them. Tora? Oh, ich will Tora retten. Someone matching her description was seen at the Raquel station. The info said the IDF took a short girl with a white uniform to the mansion. It's almost certain it's her. Dr. Towards at the mansion, Oh man, trust her to be mixed up in this. Sometimes I wonder if fate has it out for me. Looks like I've got another reason not to run from this fight. Thanks for your help, Leonor. You too, Maya. You can leave the rest to... Wait, we can do more than this. Yeah, I'm sure we can find a hold in with surveillance. We'll do that. Do what we can. Why does Class 7 get to do everything? Let combat tactics show you what we've got. You too. Hey, you sure talk big, huh? Thank you. We'll be glad to have you on board. At times like this, we all need to come together in the name of Source. Hell yeah. Leonora has a casual way of talking and isn't afraid to speak her mind. Easygoing and friendly, she gets along well with nearly anyone. Oh my, I noticed Muse and Leo's friends came in, but I'm sorry, I'm afraid I didn't notice you because of how much you've changed, Dr. Schwarzer. Don't worry about it, I can see why you wouldn't recognize me. After everything I'd heard, I've been word sick. Can't believe all of the band campus students have gone missing. Missing? I'm sure you've all been through a lot. Made me so happy to see you all again with smiles on your faces. Despite everything, thank you for coming back safely. I think that should be our line. Thank you for the warm greeting, Miranda. Yeah, don't sweat it. I'm basically Leo's mom after all, so her teacher and friends are almost like family. Feel free to rely on me from here on out too. Thanks. We might just take you up on that. Ja, du hast aber nichts Interessantes. So, dann haben wir den Hafen auch fertig erkundet. Dann gehen wir Richtung Nobelviertel. So, was haben wir denn hier Schönes? Da vorne ist direkt Hauptstory, okay. Claire!
Governor Regnitz.
Thank you for coming out to meet me, Major Revelt. I appreciate you keeping an eye on things while I was away.
No, this is part of my duties, after all. Good work with the coastal inspection, sir.
Sorry to hurry you, but I'd like to get right to it. Let's talk about the security detail. Understood. Why don't you fill me in as we walk? That even Major Claire's in orders? It isn't only the Imperial Defense Force, but the railway and military police as well. If they are cooperating with the governor, we'll need to stay sharp. Right, and we have a duty to observe my dad's actions too. Let's stay on our guard while we gather information. Either way, hanging around here isn't exactly the best plan. Be careful not to get too close. Yeah, maybe we should leave for now. Wer hat uns beobachtet?
Who would have thought we should meet again so soon? It would appear the Azure Chevalier was with them after all. Georg was indeed correct. I suppose I have little choice but to perform my duty as a knight. Will you be able to complete your quest? I'll be watching with great interest.
We done investigating already? Yeah, with all the info we've got now, we should take some time to go over it again and draw up a plan. But anyway, you could recommend me, see? The Seabreeze Tavern comes to mind. It's on Nord Street. I know the place well, and I'm sure I can get us a table in a cozy corner. Work for me, let's head on over. Ja, vorher erstmal noch hier erkunden. Haben wir hier irgendwas drin? Nö. Gut, dann gehen wir zur Nord Street Seabreeze Tavern and Inn. We and the others immediately ordered the beverages and light meals. The innkeeper set them up in the back of the establishment where they wouldn't stand out. With everyone seated, they reviewed their plans. So for the time being, we have a general grasp on the situation in orders. Yeah, Governor Wagner seems to be keeping the disorder from getting too out of hand. But still, I would have never guessed they were holding Empress Priscilla and Tora prisoner of all people. So Tora's hanging out with the Empress, huh? Sounds like she's really moving up ranks. Moreover, they're being confined to the Cayenne family's mansion, which currently serves as the office of oldest temporary supervisor. I'm sure they're being well taken care of, but what is Dad even thinking? What indeed, despite being called a sworn friend of the Chancellor, he has outright opposed the war effort at every turn. There must be some kind of pressure behind this. There's no doubt about that. I don't know if it has any connection to Major Claire's arrival, but it isn't worth noting. Right. That reminds me, hey Crow, did something happen while we were over by Cayenne Estate? Yeah, aside from the Icy Maiden, I also caught sight of another familiar face. Not just anyone, but someone who would normally be jumping for joy to see Tora and the Icy Maiden in flesh. I didn't even notice. If that's true, then we won't be able to move forward using ordinary methods. So we've got to deal with that crazy biker chick, huh? We're sneaking in then. Easier said than done. Even so, I do want to check in on what my dad's real intentions are here if I can. Given that you used to live here, there, would you mind sharing some ideas regarding infiltration routes? Sorry, that probably sounded pretty insensitive. I may be the rightful lady of the house, but personally, I don't have any objection to our breaking in. Not when it concerns the former instructor and the mother of our most beloved princess. No matter what memories I may have of my parents there, what matters now is that we rescue those two. Agreed. With that kind of conviction, I'm prepared for whatever comes next. So about the infiltration route. I think that Crow might be more in the know than I am with that. Huh? Seriously? Come on, just how loose-lipped is Vida anyway? Okay, fine, follow me. I'll show you a real nice spot. So, bist du da schon mal drin gewesen, Crow, ja? Huh? There's the door here. Huh, never noticed this when we came here on field exercises. This leads to the underground waterways. We can use this route to get into the estate. Good thing the first Dukayan of the Middle Ages decided to build an emergency exit. There was something just like this back in Bavaria. I'd never have got out of a provincial army's clutches if not for that. Moment, ich muss gerade mal direkt mal jemanden aus dem Chat hier entfernen. Zack. So. Da hat sich nämlich ein Bot eingeschlichen in den Chat, da erstmal ausgelöscht. Wow, sounds like a real adventure. That couldn't have been quite so simple. Wait, why is it you know so much about this place, Crow? I came here with Vita maybe 5 years ago. This is where I undertook my trial to become an awakener. See, if that makes sense. That must be when Uncle Crow gave Vita the key to this place. I'm guessing you still have it, Crow? Yeah, I brought it along just in case we need to sneak in again. Whatever, we just gotta sneak in, right? Right, everybody get ready. Okay. Yep.